Thousands of years ago, the land we now call America was wild, untouched, and alive. Endless forests stretched across the horizon, rivers carved through the earth, and wetlands shimmered under the open sky. Towering trees formed vast green canopies, while below, life thrived in every corner. This was a world in perfect balance. Giant mammoths roamed the plains, moving slowly, powerfully. Massive bison grazed in herds, while deer moved silently through the trees. Predators watched from the shadows. Wolves hunted together, patient, precise, unstoppable. Above them, the skies were filled with life. Birds of every color and shape, soaring freely, calling through the air. And beneath it all, smaller creatures moved quietly. Rabbits, foxes, beavers, each one playing its part in the rhythm of nature. Water was life. Rivers and lakes flowed endlessly, feeding the land, sustaining everything. Fish swam in abundance, filling the waters with movement. Along the banks, birds nested, while powerful hunters approached, bears and great cats, drawn by the promise of survival. And among this vast wilderness, humans lived, not as rulers, but as part of the world around them. They moved with the seasons, following the herds, searching for food, adapting to nature's rhythm. Their tools were simple: stone, wood, bone. But in their hands, they were enough. Shelters rose and disappeared with time, built from the land itself: wood, bark, leaves. Near the water, reeds and grasses shaped their homes. And at night, fire. It gave them warmth, light in the darkness, and the power to survive. Smoke drifted into the sky, blending with the scent of earth and the breath of the forest. Life was not easy. It demanded cooperation. To hunt, to gather, to survive, they worked together. Knowledge was everything, passed from one generation to the next: how to track, how to hunt, how to live. And even then, they were not alone. Groups connected, trading tools, food, and ideas. Across vast distances, a silent network formed, linking people, shaping the future. This was America, before cities, before empires, a land of life, balance, and survival. They shaped everything. They determined the rhythm of life. In spring, the land awakened. Communities moved once more, following migrating herds, gathering fresh plants, beginning again. Life returned with movement and purpose. Then came summer, a season of abundance. Rivers filled with fish, forests offered berries, and the land provided. Shelters were repaired, families worked together, preparing for what lay ahead. But nothing lasted forever. Autumn arrived, and with it, urgency. Food had to be stored, homes strengthened. Every moment mattered, because winter was coming. Cold, silent, unforgiving. Snow covered the land, resources disappeared, and survival depended on preparation. But humans were not alone in this struggle. Animals followed the same rhythm. Deer and bison moved toward warmth, seeking survival. Smaller creatures adapted, growing thicker fur, hiding from the cold. Birds left the skies, flying south, and beneath the water, even fish changed, adjusting to the cold currents. Humans watched. They learned. Every movement, every pattern became knowledge. They knew when to hunt, when to gather, when to move. Their survival depended on understanding the world around them. Their societies were simple but strong. Elders guided the people, sharing wisdom, teaching the young, preserving stories of the past. Rituals honored the land, the animals, and the unseen forces of nature. These traditions kept balance. Food was never guaranteed. It required skill, patience, and experience. Hunting demanded precision, tracking, waiting. Fishing required knowledge of rivers and seasons. And gathering meant understanding the land itself, which plants could heal, which could harm, which could sustain life. Tools made survival possible. Stone for cutting, baskets for carrying, fire for warmth and protection. Communities survived together, but they were not isolated. Across vast lands, connections formed. Trade routes stretched through forests, across rivers, over plains. Tools, furs, shells, pigments, all exchanged between distant groups. Through this, human life grew stronger. The environment shaped everything: shelter, food, clothing, even relationships. Humans did not control nature. They adapted to it. They learned to live alongside predators, to respect the land, to take only what they needed. And through observation, through patience, through time, they built knowledge that would last for generations. Life was never simple. It was a balance between survival and cooperation, between humans and nature, between the present and the wisdom of the past.